Right now at 5, a hospital in Gaza attacked, and both sides of the conflict are pointing the finger at the other.
And the man who brought a gun into the Capitol is facing charges. His first appearance is set for Thursday.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
International eyes are on La Crosse to study how the Coulee region is approaching the concept of prison reform. La Crosse Rotary members are hosting representatives from the Republic of Georgia. The Georgian organization is invited to participate in the Project Proven program. Now, this is a Western Technical College initiative to help former inmates re-socialize after they serve their time.
For me personally, there was some stuff that was like eye-opening for me. I was shocked to not think about it, or I would have not thought about it ever on my own.
The chairman of the Rotary's International Committee says it's been a pleasure to have them here and that they've already learned quite a bit from this experience. Also new today, a major grant from Minnesota's Economic Development Agency will help Spring Grove rebuild after a major fire last winter. The state is granting $312,000 to help Spring Grove demolish and redevelop the site of the former True Value. The hardware store and the 6 apartments above it burned down in a fire just before Christmas last year. No one was injured in that fire, but it was a shock to Spring Grove's Main Street. Now, this incoming grant money will redevelop the roughly quarter-acre spot into a mixed-use apartment building with 14 units. It'll also create 7,500 square feet of commercial space. The director of Spring Grove's economic development team says the plan for the commercial space is intentionally flexible.
We have been talking with several local entrepreneurs about ways that this project could also support the growth of their business. What we have right now is a plan for a shell. And as we seek those commercial tenants, we would be willing to build to suit for what they need. And
organizers hope to start work on that redevelopment within the year.
Wisconsin's Department of Transportation is asking for public input on some major roadwork improvements. WisDOT plans to resurface the stretch from Theater Road in Onalaska all the way to the County C Bridge in West Salem. Crews will also replace the bridge decks at the La Crosse River in County M. The project isn't supposed to start until 2027, but the agency does have some project information on their website. Officials are asking the public to take a look and offer comments to the project manager. We'll repost all this info on all of our digital platforms.
All right, kind of a pleasant fall day, but
it was beautiful again today. I loved it. Let's keep it coming.
But it's those overnight temperatures this time of year, Greg, that are going to start to be a little bit more on the chilly side.
A little bit, but still so far not too bad. I mean, overall, we've had some good conditions too here for today, and yeah, we did get up to the 60s. Plenty of areas got up into the mid 60s, so definitely that is the way to look at it. Right now, satellite indicates not much in the way of cloud cover. We do have a system approaching. We'll kind of detail that more later on what that brings for tomorrow's weather, but it's still quite a bit far west. Overall, we just have very little clouds in the sky right now, just some cirrus clouds overhead. Overall, there's your temperatures right now, mid 60s in some areas, warm spot 67 in Boscobel, 59 unfortunately up in Ladysmith, still with some cloud cover all over there, but they've started off fairly cold, but so not too bad. You look at the temperature change, 15 to 16 degrees above what we saw yesterday, so definitely a nice rise above average temperatures. We should be around 61, 62, but for this evening, no issues to speak of really for La Crosse. Really pleasant conditions for the middle of October with a few clouds, and for Eau Claire, similar type of conditions with more clouds increasing as we go on later in the night. For tomorrow, a little bit of a different story. We'll break down what to expect. We do have some showers in the way, not an all-day rain, but something to keep in mind of, and I'll break down and time those showers out, as well as what our temperatures look like for the rest of the week. All that a bit later.
All right, sounds good, Greg. Thank you.
Well, a man accused of severely beating a UW-Madison student is pleading not guilty. 26-year-old Brandon Thompson is charged with first-degree sexual assault, first-degree reckless injury, and strangulation and suffocation. Responding officers found the sight of the beaten woman, quote, one of the most horrifying things they've ever seen. That is straight from the criminal complaint. Now, that complaint also details the woman suffered a traumatic brain injury, several facial fractures, missing teeth, and a broken nose and jaw. Thompson says he does not remember raping the woman, only claiming he, quote, saw red and didn't know what was going on. He's currently held on a $1 million cash bond.
A Wisconsin man is facing a misdemeanor charge after he brought guns into the state capitol. Almost 2 weeks ago, Joshua Plesnick was arrested for illegally openly carrying a loaded handgun in the Capitol. While he was at the Capitol, he went to Governor Evers' office and asked to speak to Evers, who was not in the building at the time. After posting bail, Plesnick returned outside the Capitol that night with an AK-style semi-automatic rifle. He is scheduled for his initial appearance on Thursday.
Wisconsin Senate Republicans have passed a $2 billion income tax cut as part of a package also targeting child care costs. Now, Republicans gutted a $1 billion package that Governor Evers had called on them to pass last month in a special session. So instead, they put forward an income tax cut that Evers has already vetoed. All Democrats and one Republican voted against the bill, which now heads to the Republican-controlled Assembly. So if the Assembly passes the package, Evers is then expected to veto it.
The Republican-controlled Wisconsin Senate voted to fire 8 state board appointees from Governor Evers' administration. In a series of votes, the Senate rejected confirmation of 4 members of the Natural Resources Board and a Democratic Elections Commissioner. Republicans also rejected the nomination of a medical board chair who has supported abortion rights. In a statement, Evers called the votes insanity and an issue of democracy. Evers has already named new appointees to replace each of the rejected board members.
For the first time since the House voted to remove Kevin McCarthy as Speaker, the full House met to vote on his replacement. But that just put the divisions among the House Republicans on full display.
Skylar Henry has more details from Capitol Hill.
Of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes.
Jim Jordan failed to receive enough votes to become the next Speaker of the House.
No person having received a majority of the whole number of votes cast by surname, a Speaker has not been elected.
But Jordan is not giving up.
Will you be Speaker by the end of the day?
I hope so.
The first round of voting put members on the record as to whether or not they support Jordan.
Rutherford. Scalise.
The outcome could lead to public pressure on the holdouts to get on board.
At the end of the day, we're in a position where now people can, they're out there. Their constituents will let them know whether they're for them or against them.
It's unclear what Jordan can do to win over the 20 holdouts or if anyone can get the full support needed to become Speaker. But the House is paralyzed until someone can get 217 votes.
Meanwhile, the Senate is preparing to work on a bipartisan bill to help Israel.
The Senate must, above all, work quickly and swiftly to draft, consider, and pass a strong aid package for Israel as soon as we can. That includes military support, intelligence support, diplomatic help.
We'll take a look at the package when they send it up, make suggestions to improve it if that's needed. But clearly, the world has changed dramatically in the last 10 days.
But the measure won't go far for now, because the House can't vote on it or any other bill until the majority is united behind one Speaker. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer may be trying to tie aid to Israel along with aid to Ukraine in the same bill. However, that would lead to some Republicans, especially in the House, opposing that bill.
Gaza's health ministry says hundreds of people were killed in a blast at a hospital in Gaza City. Officials there blame it on an Israeli airstrike, but the Israeli military says a Palestinian militant group is to blame. The carnage at the hospital has escalated the conflict. As Israel continues bombing the Hamas-controlled territory, Palestinians scrambled to rescue children following an airstrike in the southern Gaza town of Rafah. A CBS News Gaza producer describes what he saw.
I saw dozens of killed people and dozens of injuries.
Israel says it was targeting Hamas hideouts and command centers. The attacks came amid a growing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. Food and other supplies are dwindling, with aid stuck at the border with Egypt. A top Israeli official said Tuesday the country wants to make sure the aid doesn't end up in the hands of Hamas. He also suggested the aid may be tied to the release of hostages taken by Hamas.
Still ahead tonight at 5, a couple of new additions are coming to a La Crosse winter tradition. We'll have those details and much more right after this.
To win multiple NASCAR championships, you got to have the best support. including my arch support specialist at the Good Feet store.
How's that back and knee pain doing?
It's all gone. Yeah, my balance is better.
See how we can help you too with a free fitting.
At the Good Feet store.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything at Menards. Update the floors in your home with Great Lakes Vinyl Flooring. It's a perfect addition for any room in your home. Find a wide selection of waterproof and durable floors that are easy to install. Great Lakes Vinyl Floors also feature an attached pad for comfort and noise reduction. Heritage Vinyl Plank is only $329 per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
To your nearest Lee Bakkens rent-to-own to get your grand opening gift of a 2-week skip pass to use anytime you want, including the first 2 weeks. Come celebrate the grand opening of Lee Bakkens' new Portage location with a 2-week skip pass.
What you want, when you want it. Lee Bakkens rent-to-own.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Are you in need of a new water heater? Here at Maxwell White, we offer the best solutions for homeowners in La Crosse and the surrounding areas. Being the best means installing the best. Our American-made Bradford White water heaters can revolutionize your home and give you the home comfort you've always wanted. Contact Maxwell White today to find out how a professionally installed Bradford White water heater is right for your home. Our expert technicians will answer all of your questions and find the best possible solution for you. Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
A La Crosse restaurant is celebrating Breast Cancer Awareness Month with an annual fundraiser to help local breast cancer patients.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy?
Ken and Emily, for over a decade, Milwaukee Burger Company has been holding its Burgers for Boobs fundraiser, raising money for women or for anyone basically fighting the disease. The fundraiser started at its Eau Claire location 14 years ago, and it's a way to give back to the community creatively. For every burger sold, $5 will be donated. Servers will also be donating some of their tips. The restaurant will be raising money for 4 local breast cancer patients, including Toma mother Kelly Eckelberg.
I'm humbled just to have been nominated in the first place. It's not a monetary or a monetary type thing. I just hope to raise awareness even for people around the community.
The fundraiser begins tomorrow. Milwaukee Burger Company in La Crosse hopes to raise between $5,000 to $6,000. And coming up at 6, you'll hear more from Kelly along with the restaurant's general manager. Ken, Emily?
Well, there's an incentive to eat a burger.
Yeah, right?
Love that. Thanks, Jeremy. The restaurant is also having a silent auction, dunk tank, and DJ. The proceeds will be split evenly amongst the 4 recipients.
Well, Rotary Lights announced their plans today for the 29th anniversary of their Holiday Lights display over at Riverside Park. Volunteers started setting up lights in the park yesterday, which is going to take about 6 weeks to complete. The display will feature over 3 million lights, nightly visits from Santa, carriage rides, s'mores, and even a few new surprises.
We do have a few new animated displays that you'll see in the park as well. We have some live animals that will be joining our live nativity scene down in the park as well. And one of the big changes is we're expanding our entertainment in the big tent.
As if we needed another reason to go down. It's so cool. You're going to love it when you see it for the first time. Now, those entertainment acts will include the Harp Twins, John Smith, and a few other notable acts. The display opens November 24th and will run through New Year's Eve. And this event, of course, helps the Rotary Lights mission of feeding the hungry in the Coulee region. This year, proceeds from their teddy bear sales will go toward providing meals and snacks at the Boys and Girls Club.
What a wonderful event.
Right?
Looking forward to it.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, a pleasant fall day in the region, but, you know, it's going to get colder eventually.
Oh, yeah.
Greg, what's the latest?
Well, it's National Mulligan Day, but you want to take a mulligan probably for the next couple days if you plan on golfing, as we do have some wet weather on the forecast, but dry weather returns for the weekend. I'll break all that down coming up after the break.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the Fall Flex Steel Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Piano Men, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Friday night, October 27th. And he's trading in a Chevy for a Cadillac. Don't miss Piano Men. $40 tickets at Ticketmaster include $15 rewards play. Piano Men, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Is everybody feeling home? Only at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Must be 21 years or older to attend.
For over 6 decades, Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland has made wishes come true for everyone. Now through Wednesday, we're celebrating with great gifts at great prices throughout the store. Like these personal care holiday gift sets starting at $9.99. Half off this 4-piece cast iron skillet set. And Bluey talking plush toys or convertible play sets just $17.99. Plus, donate new unwrapped toys to Kids Helping Kids and we'll match gifts up to $250,000. Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Toyland, where wishes come true for everyone.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
At Toma Health, we're helping patients rest through the night with our accredited sleep services.
We offer diagnostic testing and treatment for a range of sleep-disordered breathing, anywhere from obstructive and central sleep apnea to insomnia, narcolepsy, and much more.
I feel so much better. I sleep all night. You know, it's up and ready to go. So alarm goes off, or now I beat the alarm up.
Visit Toma Health Sleep Services for a better night's sleep.
Comfort, style, and savings. Come in now for the Fall Flex Steel Gallery Custom Order and Floor Sample Sale. Get 50% off select floor models and 40% off all custom orders. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Yeah, we had a great October day, but things will change a little bit, but not too bad really for temperature-wise for the next couple days. But we do have showers coming in the forecast for tomorrow and Thursday. Not an all-day rain, fairly light. Once again, plenty of dry periods. They may extend into Friday. The weekend still looks overall mainly dry, and then we have another system coming probably next Tuesday, Wednesday. That looks a little bit stronger than this current one. 60 still tomorrow with a southerly wind ahead of it. We should get up in the 60s, 50s through the weekend, maybe hit a 60, and then even next weekend before that other system comes, we'll probably get up into maybe the mid-60s once again, so it'll be above average by that time. For tonight, it's just going to be increasing clouds here late. We're going to see the first hints of that system come through. This little area of showers probably come through late, early morning. I don't think a lot of that will probably reach the ground, but that's just the first indications. The main line, the main front comes really around about 9 to 10 through the La Crosse area, and then it rotates this line of showers up to the north. That'll probably come through about 11 to about 2, and then for your evening commute, we'll have a break. But then we have another line develops here along the low that'll be situated just to a southwest La Crosse. This will push up another line of showers pretty much right around the evening commute, lift up towards north of Eau Claire up to Ladysmith later in the evening, and then we'll see this continue overnight. So once again, there'll be breaks, but we'll still see showers. Big picture shows, here's a swirl down there. I just mentioned that low kind of tracks right to the southeast through southeast Minnesota. And then we see showers wrap up tomorrow night, and then going into Thursday, we see this moisture kind of wrap southward around it. That'll give us our next chance of showers coming into probably Thursday evening before everything kind of pushes to the east for Friday, but we still got some chances going on as more systems kind of were right on the edge of it. And speaking of that, as we go into Friday, here's a little bit of an indication of some system come through right there. That could be also Saturday, but I think everything will then push off to the northeast. So if we deal with anything this weekend, a lot of it will just be some cloud cover. The winds will be from the north, so that'll keep the temperatures down. We will still be in the upper 50s near 60. And then towards next week, that's when we start seeing the winds turn around. Here's that system that we'll be watching. Rainfall for this, not much. Once again, it'll depend if you get a heavier shower, but most of it's fairly light. We're looking generally under a quarter for most of the area. Better as you go further to the north and to the east of this system, where you may get up to a ½ inch. But the whole area, generally, most areas will be under a ¼ inch for this whole event, and that's about 2 days worth of rain we're talking about. But for tonight, really, increasing clouds. It should be dry for most of the area. We'll get up to the down to only the mid-40s, definitely warmer than we've seen from previous nights just because of the cloud cover and the silly wind starting to pick up across the night. Tomorrow, breezy out of the south, then we'll have on and off showers. Once again, it's about a 9 to about 2 p.m. time frame for the showers for one batch. Dry, and then the evening hours we'll probably see another batch of showers come through. So we're looking at about mid-60s for most areas. Once again, this will probably be closer to noon. We'll start seeing a little bit of falling temperatures in the afternoon, but all in all, not too bad, but you will have to be missing a shower or two out there. Shower chances continue then for Thursday, and then we'll see a few showers maybe Friday. Once again, probably for northeastern areas, and then the weekend overall, cloudy but cool, and then we warm back up, and then that next week's system is looking a little bit stronger and a little bit colder.
Okay.
So I'll have to keep an eye on that one.
I'm still fixated on silly wind.
Yeah, you said silly wind,
What is
right?
silly
Was
wind?
that silly wind over there?
Silly wind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I should not have said silly wind.
Oh, okay.
I've heard it before.
'Cause some
but I
days
was
wind
like,
might be
Strong
need to
wind.
call
I should
him
have
out
said
on this
strong
one.
winds.
He definitely
Hopefully I didn't
called
say
the wind
silly
silly.
winds. Oh, well, I've heard crazy winds. That's
okay.
You've heard
Well,
that.
you know what next? We have pizza. When we
Pizza,
come back,
pizza.
Green Bay is cranking out the pies. Just how many they produce per year? Next.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
I went from doing heroin and cocaine on a daily basis to selling things, stealing things, even selling to my friends, and then cutting it down just to keep my addiction going. Knowing that there's Narcan out there that could help you not die and have that chance at tomorrow, I'd hope everyone does their due diligence in learning ways they can get it.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the TurboMax engine. Visit HometownChevy.com.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet of Chippewa Falls grand reopening event this Thursday through Saturday. Join us for huge store-wide savings in every department. Enter daily for your chance to win over $10,000 worth of gift cards and prizes, and catch daily on-site demos with brand experts from Milwaukee, DeWalt, Steel, Hobart Welding, Royal Purple, Kent Feeds, and Striker Ice Fishing. Not to mention renowned horse trainer Ray Ainsworth. Don't miss Blaine's Farm and Fleet of Chippewa Falls grand reopening event starting this Thursday.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland,
as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
With every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Your next frozen pizza may just come from Green Bay. One producer there says their 45 employees make 10 million pizzas a year for people all across the country.
And it takes just 30 seconds for them to assemble it. John Erickson takes us on a tour.
We do all things pizza. We make a lot of crust and we top a lot of pizza.
CEO Randy Charles says 45 people here make 10 million pizzas a year. Brands including Pep's Draft House and Pep's Legit Pizza roll off this line. I asked the CEO what it means to have employees in Green Bay making pizzas for people around the country.
It's fantastic. It's always been a huge manufacturing base. People think of the paper industry, but the food industry is massive here. A solid work ethic with a lot of skill to automate and make it all happen. So we're in the perfect spot in the country to service the rest of the country.
John Griesark has what some might call a dream job. He's in research and development for pizzas and does a lot of taste testing.
A lot of pizzas and a lot of individual ingredients.
According to Report Linker, the frozen pizza market in the U.S. is expected to reach more than $11 billion a year in 2030. The report says people's busy lifestyles have them looking for convenient food options, like frozen pizza.
The pizza industry never gets boring. It's always changing. There's always demand for something new and exciting.
I am so hungry now.
$11 billion, you bet it does.
Yeah, so those new pizza innovations might involve the crust, number of slices, or ingredients, but my goodness, they are churning them out over there.
Yeah.
All right.
Great job they have.
Yeah, I wish we could do that a couple times a week. We'll have a look at what's coming up at 6 after this, and of course, Greg Barnhart will have a check on those silly wins right after this.
It's hard to believe that it's been almost 65 years since the Chilson family started selling vehicles in the Chippewa Valley.
Even though many things have changed, we have maintained the same core values and dedication to customer service.
And to celebrate our 65th anniversary, we especially priced all of our new and pre-owned vehicles and RVs with the best savings in years.
The Chilson 65th anniversary sale going on now. Check out all the details at chilson.com and let our family take care of your family.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Join Wesco and Sparta to celebrate a fun Wisconsin tradition, Oktoberfest. All month long, save up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, as a thank you, you get a package of locally made brats and a free beverage from one of the local watering holes when you spend $499 or more. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Hey, great big flat screen TV. Why is it so cold in here?
You cold?
You know you can warm this place up, don't you?
Ya kidding me?
Sure. American Home Fireplace and Patio can warm up a rec room, family room, home theater, or man cave with a gas fireplace from Fireplace Extraordinaire, Mendota, wood stoves like Blaze King, Pacific Energy, Lopi. Didn't you know that?
Should I?
Do you always have to answer a question with a question?
Doesn't everyone?
American Home Fireplace and Patio.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this Taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on Taco at Tuesday John's, Taco John's.
Who's always behind the scenes helping parents and caregivers find quality-rated childcare that fits their family's needs? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
Ford. You see the name driving down almost every road in America. But you'll also find it in other places. On the grip of hammers raising homes, in toy boxes, and classrooms. Because over 2,900 Ford dealerships nationwide means more people serving more communities like yours for more than 120 years. Ford, we are all in on America.
Well, it's about time. Coming up tonight at 6, Northwoods League Baseball has been a staple here in the community for the past 2 decades, but now softball players will get that same opportunity as soon as next summer. Collegiate Summer Softball officially coming to La Crosse. Where and when they'll play, how many players will be on each team, how many games they'll play during the summer. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can coming up in sports at 6, guys.
All right, well, tomorrow we do have that silly rain and silly wind coming, as Ken would like to say. But it's not that crazy type of rain that we're going to have, so something to keep in mind of. We'll have seconds. And then it'll continue on for Thursday, too.
All right, thanks a lot, Greg, and thanks for joining us tonight at 5.
We'll see you at 6.